My friends, as we age, especially past 50, our bodies start sending us signals, achy joints, stiffness in the morning, slower muscle recovery. These are not just signs of getting older, they are warning lights telling us that our body needs the right fuel. One powerful, delicious, and natural way to fight back against arthritis pain and rebuild muscle is yogurt, but not just any yogurt. The right types of yogurt are loaded with probiotics, calcium, protein, and anti-inflammatory nutrients that can soothe joint pain, protect your cartilage, and give your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong. In this video, we'll uncover the 4 must-eat yogurts every senior over 50 should include in their daily diet to live with less pain, more strength, and greater vitality naturally without dangerous drugs or side effects. My friends, let me talk to you from the heart because I know so many of you over 50 are dealing with this constant nagging pain in your joints. You wake up in the morning and your knees feel stiff, your fingers don't want to bend, maybe your hips feel heavy when you take those first steps. This is arthritis talking, and here's the truth. Arthritis is not just about getting old, it's about chronic inflammation that's been building up in your body for years. The wear and tear, the little injuries, the foods we've eaten, the stress we've carried, all of it adds up. But here's the beautiful part. You can start fighting back today, and one of the most surprising yet powerful ways to do it is sitting right there in your refrigerator, yogurt. But not just any yogurt. The right kind of yogurt can be one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods you put into your body. You see, the pain and swelling of arthritis aren't caused by the bones themselves. They're caused by inflammation inside your joints. Imagine a door hinge that's rusty, it doesn't swing freely. Your joints are like that when inflammation builds up. What if you could oil those hinges naturally? The live cultures and probiotics in certain yogurts act like that oil. They help restore balance to your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive system. And you might think, what does my gut have to do with my knees? Everything. Your gut is like your body's command center for inflammation. If the bacteria in your gut are out of balance, your immune system starts sending out inflammatory chemicals throughout your body, and your joints are one of the first places to suffer. When you eat yogurt rich in probiotics, I'm talking about real, live, active cultures, you're feeding those healthy gut bacteria. They crowd out the bad ones that trigger inflammation. Over time, this helps lower the overall inflammation levels in your body. And when inflammation drops, the swelling in your joints eases, the stiffness softens, and the pain begins to fade. I've seen people who could barely open a jar start feeling their grip return after just a few weeks of adding the right yogurt into their diet. This isn't magic. This is biology working in your favor. Now we have to talk about another reason yogurt can be such a joint saver. It's packed with nutrients that help your body repair itself. One of those nutrients is calcium. Arthritis often comes hand in hand with weakening bones, and calcium is the building block for bone strength. But here's the catch. Calcium alone isn't enough. You need vitamin D to help your body absorb it, and the best yogurts are fortified with vitamin D, giving your bones and joints the support they need to withstand daily stress. Stronger bones mean less strain on your joints, which means less pain. And let's not forget about protein. The cartilage in your joints, that smooth cushioning material that lets your bones glide, is made of protein. Every day that cartilage takes damage from movement, and it needs the amino acids and protein to repair itself. High protein yogurts provide exactly that. When you combine protein with the anti-inflammatory effects of probiotics, you're hitting arthritis from 2 directions, reducing the swelling and giving your joints the raw materials they need to heal. Another reason yogurt can be so beneficial for arthritis is that it helps control weight. Carrying extra pounds puts a huge strain on your joints, especially your knees and hips. Just 10 extra pounds can put 30 to 60 pounds of extra force on your knees when you walk. Think about that. Every step is like pressing down with a small sack of cement on your joints. Yogurt, especially the unsweetened high protein kind, helps you feel full longer, reduces unhealthy cravings, and makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight. This is one of the best gifts you can give your joints. But here's the thing, not all yogurts are created equal. Many of the ones in the supermarket are loaded with sugar, artificial flavors, and thickeners that do the exact opposite of what we want. Sugar, my friends, is one of the most inflammatory substances you can put into your body. It spikes your blood sugar, which triggers a cascade of inflammatory chemicals. If you're eating yogurt to fight arthritis, you want to stay far away from those sugar-filled varieties. Go for plain, unsweetened yogurt, ideally Greek yogurt or natural probiotic yogurt. You can add your own fresh fruit or a drizzle of honey if you need a little sweetness. That way you get the benefits without sabotaging your progress. Let me share something powerful with you. Researchers have found that people who regularly eat probiotic-rich foods like yogurt have significantly lower levels of C-reactive protein, one of the main markers of inflammation in the body. Lower CRP means less systemic inflammation, and that directly translates to less pain for people with arthritis. This isn't just theory. It's backed by science. And the best part? Yogurt is safe, affordable, and available almost anywhere. No prescription needed, no scary side effects, just natural healing power in a spoonful. Think of your body like a garden. If the soil is healthy, the plants thrive. If the soil is full of weeds, the plants struggle. Your gut is that soil, and probiotics are the gardeners that keep it fertile and balanced. When you feed those gardeners with good yogurt every day, you're creating a healthy environment inside your body. That's when inflammation starts to fade, and that's when your joints start to move freely again. I've worked with seniors who told me, Dr. Mandell, I thought arthritis was something I just had to live with. And I always tell them you don't have to accept pain as your normal. You have more control over your body than you've been told. Making small, consistent changes, like adding the right yogurt into your daily routine, can have a ripple effect on your health. You'll notice it in your joints, in your energy, in your mood, even in your sleep. So my friends, here's my challenge to you for the next 30 days. Start your morning or end your dinner with one serving of plain, unsweetened, probiotic-rich yogurt. Track how your joints feel. Notice if you wake up with less stiffness. See if you can open that jar without wincing. This is how you take your health back, one small, powerful choice at a time. Arthritis may be common, but it does not have to control your life. Your body is ready to heal. You just have to give it the tools. Yogurt, the right kind, can be one of those tools. My friends, when we talk about life after 50, one of the biggest concerns I hear from people is this: I just don't have the same strength I used to. My legs feel weaker, my arms don't have the same power, and I get tired so quickly. This isn't just in your head, it's a real biological process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that happens as we age. Now here's the good news, you're not powerless against it. In fact, the foods you choose can play a massive role in slowing it down, even reversing it. And one of the best, simplest, most delicious foods for rebuilding and maintaining muscle is yogurt, but not the sugary dessert-style yogurts you see on TV. I'm talking about high-protein, nutrient-rich yogurts that feed your muscles exactly what they're craving. Protein is the building block of every muscle fiber in your body. Every time you move, whether you're lifting a bag of groceries, climbing stairs, or even just standing up from a chair, tiny tears form in your muscle fibers. This is normal. It's how muscles grow stronger. But here's the key. Those fibers can only repair and rebuild if you give them the right raw materials, and that raw material is protein. Without enough protein, your body can't fix the damage, and over time your muscles get smaller, weaker, and less able to support you. That's why people who eat too little protein as they age often notice their balance getting worse, their posture slumping, and everyday activities feeling harder. Yogurt, especially Greek yogurt or other strain varieties, is a powerhouse of protein. In just one cup, you can get 15-20 grams of high quality, complete protein, the kind that contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. These amino acids are like the bricks your body uses to rebuild and strengthen muscle tissue. Every spoonful is sending those bricks directly to the places in your body that need repair. And when you eat it regularly, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're protecting your independence, your mobility, and your ability to live life on your terms. Let's talk about why this matters so much for seniors. Once you pass the age of 50, your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat to build muscle. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It means that the same amount of protein that built plenty of muscle in your 30s isn't enough anymore. You have to be intentional about getting more, and you have to choose protein sources that your body can digest and use efficiently. Dairy proteins like the casein and whey found in yogurt are some of the most bioavailable proteins in the world. That means your body can break them down quickly, absorb them fully, and put them to work rebuilding muscle almost immediately. There's another advantage to yogurt for muscle building. It's not just protein, it's a nutrient package that works in harmony to support your muscles. Calcium, for example, is crucial not only for bone strength, but also for muscle contraction. Every time your muscles move, calcium is involved in sending the signals that tell them to contract and relax. Without enough calcium, muscles can cramp, weaken, or fatigue faster. And vitamin D, often added to fortified yogurts, helps your body use both protein and calcium more effectively. Now I want to address something I hear a lot. Dr. Mandell, I'm not lifting weights. Do I still need that much protein? The answer is yes, maybe even more than people who are younger and exercising regularly. Here's why. Every single movement you make, from walking to cleaning your house, requires muscle. If your muscles are weak, those movements strain your joints, which can lead to arthritis, pain, falls, and injuries. Strong muscles act like shock absorbers for your joints, taking pressure off your knees, hips, and spine. That's why eating muscle-supporting foods like yogurt isn't just about looking fit. It's about protecting your whole body from the ground up. One of the most beautiful things about yogurt is its convenience. You don't have to cook it, you don't have to season it, and you can have it any time of day. Want to boost muscle repair after a morning walk? Have a bowl of Greek yogurt with some fresh berries. Need a bedtime snack that will help your muscles recover while you sleep? Yogurt is perfect because the casein protein digests slowly, feeding your muscles all night long. This slow, steady release of amino acids is like a constant repair crew working while you rest. Let's be honest, eating enough protein every single day can feel like a challenge, especially for seniors who might have smaller appetites or difficulty chewing certain foods. Yogurt solves that problem. It's soft, easy to swallow, and easy to digest. For someone struggling to eat a big piece of chicken or steak, a cup of yogurt can deliver just as much muscle-building protein without the effort. And because it's so versatile, you can make it savory with herbs and vegetables or sweet with fruits and nuts. Either way, your muscles win. But I have to warn you, my friends, just like with arthritis relief, not all yogurts will help you build muscle. The ones packed with sugar and artificial additives will do more harm than good. Sugar spikes your insulin and promotes fat storage, which can actually make muscle loss worse over time. Plus, excess sugar creates inflammation, and inflammation is the enemy of muscle recovery. When you're choosing yogurt, look for plain, unsweetened varieties with the highest protein content you can find. Greek yogurt is an excellent choice, but there are also Icelandic, Skyr, and high-protein dairy alternatives that work just as well. Some people ask me, Dr. Mandell, what about plant-based yogurts? Can they build muscle too? The answer is yes, but you have to be careful. Many plant-based yogurts have very little protein unless they're made from soy or fortified with extra protein. Almond or coconut-based yogurts, for example, may be great for probiotics, but are low in muscle-building power unless they've been specially enriched. If you're going plant-based, check the label and aim for at least 8-10 grams of protein per serving and pair it with other protein-rich foods. One last thing I want you to remember, building muscle after 50 is not just about eating more protein, it's about combining that protein with movement. The more you use your muscles, the more they will respond to the protein you give them. Even simple resistance exercises like lifting light weights, using resistance bands, or doing bodyweight squats combined with a daily serving of high-protein yogurt can produce incredible changes in your strength, balance, and overall vitality. So here's my message to you. Don't wait until you've lost so much muscle that getting out of a chair feels like climbing a mountain. Start now. Feed your muscles what they need to grow and repair. Make yogurt a daily habit. one that's intentional, not just an afterthought. Every spoonful is a step toward keeping your body strong, steady, and capable. You're not just eating for today, you're investing in the strength you'll need for the years ahead. And trust me, my friends, when you're still able to carry your own groceries, take long walks, or get down on the floor to play with your grandkids without struggle, you'll thank yourself for every cup of that muscle-boosting yogurt you ate. My friends, when we talk about living a strong, active life after 50, we can't just focus on our muscles. We have to talk about the very foundation that supports everything we do, our bones. Every step we take, every time we stand, bend, lift, or even sit upright, our bones are carrying the weight of our entire body. And here's the reality: as we age, our bones naturally lose density. For many people, this process begins quietly in their 40s and accelerates after 50, especially for women after menopause. The scary part is that you may not feel it happening until one day you take a small fall and suddenly you're dealing with a fracture that can change your life. But the truth is, we have the power to slow this process down, even reverse it in many cases with the right nutrition. And yogurt, when chosen wisely, can be one of your best daily allies in building and maintaining strong, resilient bones. You see, bones aren't just solid, lifeless structures like the posts of a fence. They're living tissue, constantly breaking down and rebuilding in a process called bone remodeling. In your younger years, the rebuilding process outpaces the breakdown. But after about age 50, the balance starts to shift. Breakdown happens faster and rebuilding slows down. That's when bone density starts to decline and conditions like osteopenia and osteoporosis begin to creep in. The good news: this isn't a one-way street. You can tip the balance back in your favor by giving your bones the nutrients they need to rebuild, and yogurt delivers those nutrients in a perfect package. Calcium is the first mineral most people think of when it comes to bone health, and for good reason. About 99% of the calcium in your body is stored in your bones and teeth, giving them strength and structure. Every day your body pulls small amounts of calcium from your bones for essential functions like muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and blood clotting. If you're not replacing that calcium through your diet, your bones pay the price, slowly becoming thinner and weaker. A single serving of yogurt can provide 25-40% of your daily calcium needs, depending on the type you choose. That means with just 1 or 2 servings a day, you're giving your bones a consistent supply of the mineral they depend on for strength. But calcium alone is not enough. This is where so many people get it wrong. You can take all the calcium in the world, but if your body can't absorb it, it won't help your bones at all. That's where vitamin D comes in, the key that unlocks calcium's potential. Vitamin D helps your intestines pull calcium from your food and send it into your bloodstream, where it can then be deposited into your bones. Without enough vitamin D, much of the calcium you eat simply passes right through your system unused. The best yogurts for bone health are fortified with vitamin D, giving you a 1-2 punch of calcium and vitamin D working together in harmony to strengthen your skeleton from the inside out. Now let's talk about protein's role in bone health, because yes, protein isn't just for muscles. Your bones are made of a collagen matrix, a kind of scaffolding that calcium and other minerals attach to, making them hard and dense. This collagen structure is made of protein, which means without enough protein, your bones can become brittle and more likely to break. Yogurt, especially Greek or Icelandic styles, is rich in high-quality protein that supports the maintenance and repair of this bone matrix. Think of it like the steel rods inside reinforced concrete. Without the steel protein, the concrete calcium can crack and crumble. Here's something fascinating. Studies have shown that people who regularly eat dairy foods like yogurt tend to have higher bone density and a lower risk of fractures compared to those who don't. It's not just because of the nutrients themselves, but also because yogurt is so easy to make a habit. You don't have to remember to take a pill, and you don't have to cook a complex meal. It's there in your fridge, ready to be enjoyed, making it more likely you'll actually get those bone-strengthening nutrients every single day. Another key factor in bone health is reducing bone loss caused by inflammation. Yes, inflammation doesn't just affect your joints and muscles, it can also break down bone tissue. Chronic low-grade inflammation sends signals to your body to increase the activity of osteoclasts, the cells that break down bone. The probiotics in yogurt help fight this process by improving gut health and lowering systemic inflammation. When inflammation is reduced, the rate of bone breakdown slows, helping you maintain the bone density you have and giving your body a better chance to rebuild. Let's not forget about the role of potassium and magnesium, two minerals found in yogurt that also play an important part in bone strength. Potassium helps neutralize acids in your diet that can leach calcium from your bones, while magnesium helps activate vitamin D so it can do its job effectively. In other words, every bite of yogurt is delivering a team of nutrients that work together like a well-coordinated construction crew, laying down new bone and protecting the old. Now here's the part that hits home for many seniors. Fractures from weak bones can be life-changing. A broken hip, for example, isn't just a short-term injury. For many older adults, it can lead to months of recovery, reduced mobility, and even a permanent loss of independence. That's why protecting your bones isn't just about preventing pain, it's about preserving your freedom and your quality of life. By making yogurt a daily habit, you're not just giving your bones what they need today, you're investing in your ability to walk, climb stairs, garden, travel, and enjoy all the activities you love for years to come. Of course, just like with arthritis and muscle health, not all yogurts are created equal for bone protection. Skip the sugar-loaded varieties and aim for plain, unsweetened options with the highest calcium and protein content. Check the label for added vitamin D. That's a bonus that will supercharge your calcium absorption. And if you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. Many yogurts are naturally lower in lactose, and there are lactose-free dairy yogurts or fortified plant-based yogurts that can still give you a good dose of calcium and vitamin D. I also encourage you to pair your yogurt habit with some weight-bearing exercise, walking, light resistance training, even dancing. Just like muscles, bones get stronger when they're challenged. The combination of nutrient-rich yogurt and regular movement sends a powerful signal to your body. Keep these bones strong. We still have work to do. So my friends, think of your bones as the foundation of your home. You can have the strongest walls and the most beautiful roof, but if the foundation crumbles, the whole structure is at risk. Yogurt, with its rich supply of calcium, vitamin D, protein, and other essential nutrients, is one of the simplest, most effective ways to keep that foundation solid. One serving a day is good, two is even better. Each spoonful is a small investment in a future where you move freely, confidently, and without fear of fractures or frailty. That's the power you have in your hands, or rather in your spoon, every single day. My friends, if there's one thing I've learned after years of helping people over 50 improve their health, it's this: your gut is the command center of your entire body. It's not just about digestion, it's about immunity, inflammation, energy levels, even the way you feel emotionally. And when it comes to arthritis, pain, muscle health, and overall vitality, your gut health is often the missing link most people overlook. You can eat the healthiest foods in the world, but if your gut isn't balanced and functioning properly, your body won't be able to use those nutrients to heal, strengthen, and protect you. This is where yogurt, the right kind of yogurt, can make a huge difference because of its powerful probiotics that work from the inside out to lower inflammation, ease pain, and restore energy. Think of your gut like a garden. Inside that garden are trillions of tiny living organisms, bacteria, fungi, and other microbes, collectively known as your gut microbiome. Some of these bacteria are like beautiful flowers and healthy plants. They protect your body, aid digestion, produce vitamins, and keep inflammation under control. But others are like weeds, harmful bacteria that cause inflammation, weaken your immune system, and contribute to conditions like arthritis, autoimmune issues, and digestive problems. The balance between the good and the bad bacteria is crucial. If the weeds take over, your health suffers. And sadly, for many people, over 50 years of processed foods, antibiotics, stress, and lack of proper nutrition have allowed the weeds to spread, leading to chronic inflammation that silently damages joints, muscles, and bones. Now here's the hopeful part. You can begin restoring that balance almost immediately. Yogurt, when it's full of live active cultures, is one of the richest and most convenient sources of probiotics you can eat. These probiotics are the good bacteria your gut needs to outnumber and overpower the harmful ones. When you feed your gut these beneficial bacteria, they help crowd out the bad bacteria, repair your intestinal lining, and create a healthier, less inflamed environment throughout your body. Over time, this shift reduces the inflammatory signals that travel to your joints and muscles, helping ease arthritis pain and improving recovery after activity. But the benefits don't stop there. A healthy gut directly impacts how well your body absorbs nutrients. Remember all that calcium, vitamin D, and protein we talked about for bones and muscles. Your gut is the gateway for those nutrients. If it's inflamed or damaged, your absorption drops. And even the best diet won't deliver its full benefits. Probiotics in yogurt help repair and maintain the lining of your intestines, making them more efficient at pulling nutrients from your food and sending them to the parts of your body that need them most. This means your joints get more of the minerals they need to repair cartilage, your bones get more calcium, and your muscles get more amino acids for rebuilding. There's also an incredible connection between your gut health and your immune system. Around 70% of your immune cells live in and around your gut. When your gut bacteria are balanced, they help train your immune system to respond appropriately, fighting off real threats like infections, but not overreacting to harmless things, which is what often triggers autoimmune flare-ups and chronic inflammation. This is particularly important for arthritis, especially autoimmune types like rheumatoid arthritis, where the immune system mistakenly attacks the joints. By keeping your gut flora healthy with probiotic-rich yogurt, you can help calm an overactive immune response and lower the intensity and frequency of painful flare-ups. I've had people tell me, Dr. Mandell, I started eating plain probiotic yogurt every day, and not only did my joint pain ease up, but my digestion improved, my bloating went down, and I had more energy. That's because inflammation doesn't just cause pain, it drains your energy, affects your mood, and slows your recovery after physical activity. A healthier gut reduces that inflammation and allows your body to operate more efficiently. It's like tuning up the engine in your car. Suddenly everything runs smoother, and you feel the difference in every part of your life. We also have to talk about the gut-brain connection. There's a direct communication line between your gut and your brain called the vagus nerve, and your gut bacteria influence the messages that travel along that line. When your gut is healthy, it produces more feel-good neurotransmitters like serotonin, which improves your mood and motivation. And when you feel better emotionally, you're more likely to stay active, make healthy choices, and stick to the habits that support your joints and muscles. On the other hand, an unhealthy gut can contribute to anxiety, depression, and fatigue, which make it harder to take care of yourself. Yogurt's probiotics help create a more positive feedback loop between your gut and brain, making it easier to maintain the energy and mindset needed for long-term health. Now, I want to be very clear here. Not all yogurts will give you these gut healing benefits. Many brands heat treat their yogurt after fermentation, which kills the live cultures. Others are loaded with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and additives that actually harm your gut bacteria. You need to look for labels that say live and active cultures and choose plain, unsweetened varieties whenever possible. If you like a little sweetness, add fresh fruit or a small drizzle of raw honey at home. This way you're nourishing your good bacteria without feeding the bad ones. Some of the most beneficial probiotic strains found in yogurt include Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidobacterium lactis, and Lactobacillus casei. These strains are known for reducing inflammation, supporting immune function, and improving digestion. The more diverse the strains, the better. Think of it as planting different types of flowers in your garden so they can protect and support each other. For those who are lactose intolerant, don't worry. Many yogurts contain live cultures that actually help break down lactose, making them much easier to digest. And if you truly can't handle dairy, there are plant-based yogurts made from soy, almond, or coconut milk that are fortified with probiotics. Just remember to check the protein content if muscle health is also your goal, because not all plant-based yogurts are high in protein naturally. One of the easiest ways to make probiotic yogurt a daily habit is to pair it with another anti-inflammatory food like berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are rich in antioxidants that work alongside probiotics to lower inflammation even more. Or you can add a sprinkle of chia seeds for fiber, which acts as a prebiotic food for your good bacteria, helping them thrive. When you combine probiotics and prebiotics, you create what's called a symbiotic effect, meaning the benefits multiply. So my friends, when you think about fighting arthritis, boosting your muscles, or protecting your bones, don't forget that your gut is where it all begins. A healthy gut creates a healthy body. Probiotic-rich yogurt is one of the simplest, most effective tools you have to restore balance inside your gut, lower inflammation, and help your body heal itself naturally. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about creating a daily habit that compounds over time, delivering benefits you can feel in your joints, your muscles, your energy, and even your mood. If you start today, in just a few weeks, you might notice less stiffness when you wake up, better digestion, more stable energy throughout the day, and a greater sense of well-being. That's the gut speaking, telling you it's on your side again. And when your gut is on your side, my friends, the rest of your body will follow. My friends, I want to take a moment to remind you that no matter how much science we discuss, no matter how many facts and nutrients we talk about, the real power comes from what you actually do every day. Health isn't built in a single meal, a single supplement, or even a single workout. It's built in the little choices you make consistently over time. And when it comes to protecting your joints, building your muscles, and keeping your bones strong after 50, one of the most powerful daily choices you can make is simply adding the right kind of yogurt to your diet. Why? Because it's one of the easiest, most affordable, and most enjoyable habits you can start today, and the benefits can touch almost every part of your health. Here's the truth. The human brain loves complexity, but your body loves simplicity. Many people get overwhelmed thinking they have to completely overhaul their diet, buy expensive supplements, or follow complicated routines to feel better. That's not true. Sometimes the smallest, most consistent habits make the biggest difference. Yogurt is a perfect example. It's portable, it's easy to find, it doesn't require cooking, and it can be eaten morning, noon, or night. You can have it as breakfast, a snack, a dessert, or even as part of a savory dish. And the best part, while you're enjoying it, you're nourishing your joints, feeding your muscles, strengthening your bones, and supporting your gut all at the same time. Now let's be honest. One reason many people struggle to stick to healthy habits is because they're not enjoyable. They feel like chores, so it's easy to quit after a week or two. But yogurt is different. It's creamy, it's satisfying, and it can be paired with so many flavors that you never get bored. You can mix it with fresh fruit and cinnamon for a sweet kick, blend it into a smoothie with spinach and banana for a nutrient boost, or combine it with herbs and garlic for a savory dip. This flexibility